Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to change your own tires on your vehicle. Car, truck, SUV, minivan, whatever you have. For example, I'm going to change a tire on my 2012 Ford Focus right over here. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, here are a couple of tools that we're going to need for this job. We're going to need a torque wrench. Now, torque wrenches are designed for tightening up lug nuts to a specific torque setting. And we're going to need a breaker bar as well. This one's great for cracking the lug nuts loose. And we're going to need a ratchet that will tighten up the lug nuts right before we tighten up the lug nuts with a torque wrench. And we're going to need an extension as well. So without further ado, let's go and get started. Alright, so first we're going to put our extension on our breaker bar, because that will make it easy to remove the lug nut. Now we'll put it over here. See that? Now, I like the breaker bar so much because it makes everything so easy to remove. See that? Now we'll do that side. See what I mean? I'll do that side. That's a tough one. Okay, so next we're going to grab our jack. Right over here, we'll set that down. Put it on the jack. We'll put it up as high as it can go. We'll just go slow. Can you pause it? Okay, so next we're going to loosen up this lug nuts here. We'll just use an extension. They should spin off nice and easy. Okay, there's one. Now we'll do that side too. Now there's two things you can do. You can use either a breaker bar for loosening up the lug nuts, or you can use a air impact wrench. Now air impact wrenches are powerful because it makes the lug nuts come off really easy. That one here, that's 3. And those things, they should spin off nice and easy. Now for this job here, when you're loosening up the lug nuts, you're going to use a 19mm socket. So this car is metric, so. Okay, there's nothing holding the tire, so on here. We'll set our extension down. I'll take this off of there. There you go. Okay, so when you're doing this job like this, especially when you remove the wheel, go like this. Just go over here. Okay. Now, as you can see right over here, I had to place my jack stand right there, just in case something bad happens. If the car falls, then it falls on the jack stands. Then better be safe than sorry. Okay, so I'm going to take my jack stand out of there, place it right over here, and then we'll just put the wheel on. I'll just place it on like this. Just put your feet on there, especially when you're putting the tire back on. Look how easy that was. Now we'll just put the lug nuts back on. We'll just use an extension for that one. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is put the lug nut on here. We'll just have a little help getting it started here. They should spin on nice and easy. So you just be careful, you just have to go slow so you don't cross thread it. If you feel any resistance, back it out and start over. put it over here. Put it over here. There we go. Look how easy that was. I'll just put this one back in. Okay. That's 4. Now for the 5th one. Okay, now next I'm going to grab my ratchet, place it on my extension there, and I'm going to tighten it. And then I'm going to grab my torque wrench and tighten them. Okay. Take my ratchet off. That was awesome. I'll grab my ratchet again. That's nice and tight. Come over here. Second. Yeah. That one's nice and tight. Okay, we're done. I'm just going to grab my torque wrench. Alright, so my lug nuts are tightened down by hand. So I'm just going to go grab my torque wrench. So first, before we do that, we're going to put the car on the ground by putting the jack down. And then we'll tighten down the lug nuts to the correct torque setting. And then we'll be done. Alright, so we're going to put the car on the ground. Put the jack down. Go nice and slow. Alright, we're good. So now we're going to go tighten down the lug nuts to the correct torque setting by using my torque wrench. Right over here. Okay, so here's your thing over here, your foot-pounds. There's that's foot-pounds right there. So now you're going to grab on to this thing here and pull it back. Right now it's at 30 foot-pounds, so we're going to go up to 100. In this case, we're going to tighten down the lug nuts on this car to 100 foot-pounds. That's 40, or sorry, my mistake, that's 30 foot-pounds, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 12, that means 14, which means 44, 46, 48, 50. I'll just keep going until I hit 100 foot-pounds. Okay, so we're at 90 foot-pounds, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. And that thing comes off and it's locked into place, so it doesn't accidentally change your torque setting while you're trying to tighten down the lug nuts. So let's go do that now. Okay, so I just got my torque set at 100 foot-pounds. Put my extension on here. So when you're doing this job like this, you want to go in a star pattern. I'll show you right over here. So you want to go in a star pattern, just tighten down that one over here, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your vehicle has 5 lug nuts. So we're going to go in a star pattern. Listen for a click as you're tightening it up. Just put your right hand on that torque nut to stable it. And that's it. You stop. And that means you reached your torque setting, and now you're done. Move on to the next lug nut you want to torque down. Listen for that click, single click, and that's it. Okay. And that's it. We'll go over here. Okay, last lug nut here. And that's it, and you're done. And there you go, guys. That's how you change your own tire on your car, truck, SUV, or minivan. If this video is helpful, and if it was, remember to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. Be sure to stay tuned next time for more videos. And remember, as always, like, subscribe, favorite. Don't forget to check out my other videos as well. So once again, be sure to stay tuned next time. There's always a lot more where it came from. Take care.